Welcome to What's Next. I'm Ravi Tangri, and every weekday in September, I am bringing you a Facebook Live or YouTube Live on how do you figure out what's next, personally, professionally, in a year that is turned inside out and upside down. How do you figure out what the next step is for you? When you are the one everyone comes to for support, for advice, how do you find the way forward? Who do you turn to when everyone's looking at you for guidance? Now, some of the things that we've done, just to let you know, is we have come up with, I've identified for you some different ways of understanding how to find those simple pressure points where you can really, really move forward. We've talked about the biggest block to moving forward, to figuring out what's next, and that's self-sabotage. And I'm going to come back to that today with a very special resource for you. And what we've really gotten into, we've started sharing examples of people who found their way and the value of intuition and action in doing that. So what we're going to come back to, 1 week ago, I showed you how to stop the biggest cause of self-sabotage around. And that is the overthinking, the analyzing, the self-talk, the monkey mind that just goes on and on and on and on, beating yourself up about all the things you might have done not as well as you could have, worrying about all the things that are to come, and second guessing every decision that you make, keeping you up night after night after night. Now, the thing is, I'd be curious if there's anyone who was on the show 1 week ago where I showed you how to do that. You found that it worked. How often have you used it since then? Odds are not a lot. And so the key is there's not going to be any change. Just knowing it isn't enough. It's about building the habit. So that's why I am kicking off next week what I call the Stop Self-Sabotage Challenge. It's a free 1 week challenge where not only are you going to learn the how, but you're going to get supported to build those habits over a week. So you can actually start to see the measurable impact and change in your life. So I'm curious now, first of all, if there is anyone who was, and if you have any thoughts or comments, you can type them in. If you're watching them live, I can bring those into the conversation. If you're watching later, I'll get flagged if they're there and I can respond. But if there was anyone who was there in last week's, I'm curious, you found that I got a lot of response, that you found that, wow, I could completely shut that negative self-talk off. Have you been practicing it? And I'm willing to bet the answer is no, because I've been showing this to people for decades. And unless they build the habit, it just goes away. We have to shift things. If you were to give you an example, cross your arms, okay? So cross your arms right now. Now cross them the other way. Now, some of you may have just gone back to the way you were, but if you did manage to cross them the other way, how does it feel? It feels weird. Doesn't necessarily mean the other way would felt good, but it feels strange. And we like to go back to what's familiar. People call it the comfort zone. It's usually not comfortable. It's just familiar. So even if you know how to stop the self-talk, if that's been going on and on and on all your life, then what you're going to find is it's going to be difficult to break that habit. That's why I'm bringing in this challenge. It's completely free, where 1 week I'll be supporting you not only in learning this Jedi mind trick, but some other resources as well to diffuse that self-sabotage, but more importantly, to help you start to build the habits to put those into your life. And that's the key to me, is practice and working and making it work. And if you're really serious about that, what I'm going to do, and I should have created this before, but what the heck, I missed. If you are interested in this, if you would like to join the self-sabotage challenge, all you have to do is go to self-sabotagecure.com or self-sabotagecure.com and sign up. You will find out exactly how to get there. Plus, what I'm going to give you is the Mindfulness 101 program, normally $97. You'll get full access to that for free. So if you're really, this focuses on what's next. But the biggest thing that stops you from figuring out the what's next is that incessant, nonstop monkey mind, head chatter, self-talk. If you're really interested in breaking through and breaking past that, join me on that challenge. We're going to start next Thursday, and I'm going to show you how to stop that, but also support you in building that habit and other habits that'll help you move forward. The interesting thing is, people who have done meditation, who have spent a lot of time on that, even they find that this is so radical when they learn this process to shut off their self-talk. So if you're really serious about getting clear to focus on what's next, let's start by stopping that self-sabotage, stopping the way that you're beating yourself up, all of that overthinking. And join me on Thursday. Sign up now. Make sure that you're in, and we will kick off things on Thursday. I'll probably have a few interesting things to start off before then as well. So if you've got any questions, jot them in the comments. And otherwise, I will see you on Monday with the next episode of What's Next, and on Thursday to kick off the Stop Self-Sabotage Challenge. Have yourself an incredible weekend. Make sure you enjoy it. Looks like it's going to be a gorgeous weekend here. And we will see you on Monday.